Hello, mother funsters, and welcome to the stream. My name is Mellar, and today, hopefully, we're downing another Titan in Pokemon
Scarlet.
Hey, look. Looks just like... It's like if it's Malfoy and me just, like, merged in it. Potter. I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know where we are, because we had Blazing sort of running around with us in the previous stream, and then whenever you like ungroup, you just get plopped in a random place. So I don't actually know where we are or why we're there, but what we want to do is we want to go, I think it's this one. He says pressing buttons. How's everyone's weekend been? I hope you're having a good one. Saturday I went to that like festival that I mentioned on Friday. Today I've been chilling the fuck out. I've done almost nothing with my day today, and I'm really happy about it. Right, this is where we want to go. It should be a relatively short walk from here. Literally, I got up, I took the wife to work, and I've just watched YouTube all day and kept an eye on tea. That's literally all I've done today. It's been amazing. I think it's actually the first day that I've literally done nothing, like, since I got back from China, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Wait, hold on. What's our team looking like at the moment? Just before we, like, run out. I think I want to load up on fire types, to be honest. That's actually got a fire move. Because we're gonna go for the steel Titan. So actually, let me go into my boxes and we'll tidy up. I mean, to be honest with you, the boxes are probably a little bit messy anyway. Mo, hey look, we caught that. I need to. How long's it? Look how long it's taking the Pokemon to actually load in on that screen. Right, so that is. I'm actually struggling to remember which one's a Pokemon that we've used before. I think it goes up to... Why did I call him that? Why did I... I think it was because of the name of the actual Pokemon. It was like something similar. Oh my god. Where's the... Oh, I turned the music off, didn't I? That's why there's no... I need to turn the music, the game music back on as well. But let's... I want to get some fire types in. I thought I had more fire types than this. What's Voltorb doing there? Yeah, where's this one's Smoky, isn't it? So we've got Smoky. Big Roar is a fire type. I don't think there's any other obvious fire types for us to use. No. But I'll put Big Roar in. Probably instead of Floatzel, I guess. That's probably my team, to be honest. Should do. I might need to level them up a little bit as well. I'm not sure, but we'll go and we'll just see what happens. Let me go into options and turn the music on. There we go. I've missed the end of the game. It's funny as well because Moon's playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I joined her stream yesterday, and I immediately just started doing what V was doing in your stream. I was like, go kill Ganon. Why is the game not finished yet? It's freaking hilarious. How's your weekend been then, Sarge? I don't actually know rightly where I'm going, by the way. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. I probably should go into that cave, I guess. Or maybe up the hill. I don't know. I can't get up there, can I? I'll go up the hill and hope for the best. Ooh, Firestone. Unfortunately for me, I have absolutely no idea which Pokemon use them. Oh, it's gotta be in the middle there, no? Oh, no. No, it's beyond it. I need to go around it, not through it. Okay. Well, in that case, Mellar knows what he's doing. I've already got one of those, haven't I? Isn't that the one that I called CUNT? I think. I don't remember why. I really don't. Who are you? Alright. I think we'll maybe we'll do some trainer battles some other time. I'll have to admit, I thought it'd be closer than this. I think it might be in here. Doing alright, just finished Breath of the Wild Friday and then I ran some errands. Took DLC to play at the park and changed the strings on my old guitar. Nice. That's cool. We went to that that festival that I mentioned on Friday stream. Other than that, I haven't really done much. So we went to, oh, here we go. We went to my dad's and had lunch there and then went out to the festival from his. And then that's basically all we've done this weekend, to be honest. I worked a little bit on the stream because I changed all the bits and pieces, and that's it really. Right, here we go then. Oh, well, here we go. Is there something special that I need to do to actually start a fight with this guy? You're gonna keep running away from me? Or, oh, here we go. Now that just looks incredibly not safe for work. Reaper attended a music festival this weekend. Orthworm. Alright, well it's a steel type, so my favourite band played. Oh no, we're being attacked. We were the best show of all the bands that played. They were the best show. Oh. Okay, it's super effective. It didn't do a huge amount of damage. My favourite band played and he says they were the best show of all bands that played. Nice. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, dude. Sounds like it's been a pretty good weekend overall. I literally, like, I don't know if it's like, oh, you're getting old now, Mellar, but I honestly, I was so excited just to have nothing to do today. It's like the first day for absolutely ages. And I kind of made the most of it and just, like, zoned out and did nothing. Apart from driving the wife to and from work, this has basically been the only thing I've done all day. I'm not really worried that this bird's going to die because I've still got like 2 other fire types in the hole, as it were. Not bad, yeah. Unfortunately, it takes pretty much all day to change the strings on this guitar. But I'm glad it's... What? How does it take all day to change the strings on the guitar? I thought there was something that often happens like several times during an average gig, or am I wrong? It's not going to last very much longer, but I'm guessing there's probably going to be a second phase. Wait, why did that do such a small amount of damage? Oh, I see. It didn't do any damage technically, it's just running away for the... Okay, that's all good. I think I might have a couple of potions on me. Potions are actually something I've really not used in this game, like, yet. Guitars have a fixed bridge, right? One string going out of tune doesn't affect the other strings, right?
Only one man who would dare give me the raspberry. It's fucking love!
Hey Roy, you right, mate? It's nice to see you. How are you? I should probably at least try and heal my and heal Sarge, really, shouldn't I? How you been, Roy? How's your weekend been? I was just saying how amazing it's been to basically do nothing today. Let's use a super potion. There you go, full health. And what I think I might do is I'm just going to change my primary Pokemon to Smokey. For no other reason than I just want to give... no, actually, I think I'll keep Sarge out. Actually, Sarge is in chat at the moment. We had fireworks last night. That's right, because it was Canada, wasn't it? Canada. Did you have a good time? Did you do much apart from watch the fireworks? I don't really know how Canadians celebrate Canada Day, really. I know roughly how Yanks celebrate their Independence Day. Because you know what? They won't shut up about it, will they? Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know much about how Canadians fireworks. That's it, round these parts. That's fair. That's fair. But you go back up. Why would I want to go back up? Wait, why don't I use my mount? Get him, right? Sarge is definitely in the process of writing a long message, by the way. Cause like, so, oh, you know this thing, right? Okay, here we go with the... Oh, it's running away again. The Titan Earthworm began eating something. Oh god, it's you.
Mellar! Is this the right voice? I'm not sure. Hi!
I'm not sure that's the right voice. Give me a sec.
Hello? 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 Yes, I do.
Smell message. You can sometimes tell. The bridge on my RG5, it has a floating bridge, which is how it allows me to use a tremolo arm, whammy bar, if you play guitar. I know what a whammy bar is. Anyway, from before I played Guitar Hero, I had forgotten that it was technically called a tremolo arm. There's a tension balance between the strings and the springs holding the bridge in place. So it takes forever to get the guitar to do the right tuning. And then, as the strings loosen out, it changes the balance again. Right, I see. Fair enough. What else did you get? Did you do this weekend? Like I said, I was just marveling at the fact that I've done literally nothing today. Apart from drive the wife to and from work and this stream.
You managed to pin down the Titan? That's the lurking still Titan. It's, well, it sure is long.
Oh
I
my.
think Arvin might have something on his mind.
I think our little friend might be even feistier now, after eating those herbs. We're gonna need to do this together, Mellar.
That is the goofiest fucking Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. Pretty much encompassed my day yesterday. We binged Demon Slayer while I was... What's Demon Slayer?
Doesn't matter how big an opponent is, victory's gonna taste so good seasoned with...
Came up too fast. Oh, Sarge avoided the... Right, okay, good. I suppose I am a flying type. There we go, it's super effective. It took like 1/8 of its health down and it was a critical hit. I've been watching The Mandalorian recently, but I'm still like I haven't watched any more since Friday's stream. I'm four episodes in. I think it's 8 episodes in the season. I'll catch up on the rest of the bits and pieces I've missed out on Disney Plus, and then unsubscribe again. After that, I don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of watching stuff. I might rewatch the movies, but that would mean that I'd need to try and figure out how to get a DVD working in my bedroom. I don't have any DVD players in my bedroom, so I don't know. Also went with a thinner string, a slightly different type. So I had to modify the bridge's internal tension. If I'd gotten the same strings as before, I wouldn't have needed to make those adjustments. Didn't like the other strings though. Fair enough, fair enough. It sounds like a ball ache, but it sounds like the kind of ball ache that once it's done, you're like, yeah, I did that kind of thing. It's done now, and now I can enjoy it kind of thing. Well done, Arvin, for fielding a Pokemon that's not very good against the enemy. Bonus is now that it's tuned, it stays tuned for a lot longer without slipping. I mean, are we still talking about the same thing? I could really do with something like that so that I can stay tuned for longer without slipping, do you know what I mean? Oh, you defeated we've defeated it, and then my Pokemon just really awkwardly turns and looks at me. Like, hi. Hi. What are we doing? We're having like a staring competition or something. Strings. Are you sure, Commander Sergeant? Are you sure?
We did it, Mellar! Way to go, little buddy!
Call me that again, and I'll stab you in your throat.
Did you get a good look at his face, though? I didn't expect a Titan to be such a little cutie.
It was neither little or cute, I'm afraid.
I bet if we go in here, we'll find more of that herb mystica it ate before. Let's go find it before the thing can regroup.
Looking forward to we're doing a movie night on Tuesday night. We're going to watch The Emperor's New Groove, which I've never seen before, but I've heard lots of good things about it, and I've seen lots of memes from it. And usually, if it's highly memed and adored, it's normally really good. So
I'm sure there's some here too. Aha! I knew it!
It's Brayley, bitch.
yes, I changed my logo, Bray. Do you remember on Tuesday where that guy came in? That guy came in and he gave me a load of new art. So yeah, I implemented it today. It's been on my to-do list ever since Tuesday, but I've been busy. Always the best cam clips. I know, right? How you doing, Bray? How's your weekend been? What you been up to? You and Arvin found the salty herb mystica. Is it just a coincidence that we happened to find the one that's salty after we defeat a Pokemon that looks like a giant penis? I don't think that's a coincidence, guys. Pardon. I was just saying to Raw how happy I am that I did nothing. I've done nothing today, Bray. Nothing. I've literally just laid in bed watching YouTube for the vast majority of it, and I don't even feel bad about it because it's like it's the first time that I've got to do that for absolutely ages. I did more jogging. That's good. I've literally done fuck all today. All I've done today is I drove my wife to work. I drove my wife home from work. I kept an eye on tea, and I chilled out. That's literally all I've done. And this stream, obviously. That's all I've done today. Yesterday, I went to what's it called? That festival. My town's festival I told you about. With T. He seemed to enjoy that. I went with my my dad. And we had like lunch with my dad. It was nice.
Another successful search, dude. We're on a roll. Now then, let's see. What does the book have to say?
You went to your cult day. Cool. I know, right? We did some very culty things. What is with this music? Is this like... Can you guys hear this music as well, or am I just having a stroke? What the fuck is with this music? Like, What is going on?
Hello and welcome to an old TV game show. Here I am your host, Mellar21.
It's almost like a Charleston or something. I mean, when I go to the town festival, Milo calls me a cult member. When he goes to his, it's a festival. Yeah, because it's not as weird as your one, Bray. It's nowhere near as culty as your one. What? Seriously, this music is way too like off. This is really putting me off.
Apparently, Salty Herb Mystic. Wrong voice.
Apparently, salty herby Mystica helps with aching hands and feet, dude. Good for neuropathy and numbness. When you've got a muscle weakness, it supposedly builds up strength again, dude. This'll definitely help my bow stiff feel even better. Come on, Meldar, let's get some food going.
Yurt Hayar Hawitcha. Who do you think you are, Link?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you go, dude. Another of your favorite old Arvin sandwiches. And it comes with a special Titan badge. The Pokemon League might not recognize it, but I hope you appreciate it all the same.
Lurking Steel Titan defeated. It looked like a giant penis. We're not going to go through this whole charade again, are we?
Maybe this might happen. Don't worry, I made extra this time for that boot of yours.
Sniff, sniff. Do you want to give your sandwich to Koraidon? Yes, I do. Gyans.
Come on out, Mabo Stiff. I got some for you too, bud.
How handy that every cave happens to have a table, like a table-sized rock, just perfect for, you know, the tablecloth that he's got. I'm guessing that Arvin made the table.
That's it. Small bites, small bites.
And Koraidon eats it in one bite. Chomp, chomp, snarf, chomp. That's what I sound like when I eat. Agias. Koraidon will be able to jump higher now. Huzzah.
Come on. At least bother to taste it before you swallow it right down, would you?
Agia.
This fruit seems to be benefiting from the herbs too. I guess in its own sort of way, dude.
That's what she said. Thank you, Titus.
Oh yeah. Before I forget, dude, take another look at this. There's always a Titan Pokemon near the Herba Mystica when we find them, right? Like the book says, it's not like big old Pokemon just happen to like these herbs. It's actually something in the herbs that's making the Titans so big and strong.
Yeah, it's cocaine.
So does that mean a Titan's lair isn't really some kind of treasure hoard or whatever? It's just a pantry where the Titan keeps its food? Oh, you're done with your sandwich, my bow stiff.
Rough.
Rough? You heard that right, dude. My bow stiff just woofed, right?
Don't know what you're talking about.
No. Parking on the south field. I'm sure I heard it. You must have heard it too. Sure, you don't need to get your ears checked or something. You death dick.
Rough. Oh, I did get 2 new submissions for possible song ideas. Colton wants me to work with. Might be Absin will be putting together 3 new tracks. Ooh, exciting. Loving the sound of that.
See that, dude? I knew I wasn't just hearing things, yo. Oh, my bow stiff. Who's my best bud, huh? Who's the best of boys? Yes, you are. It's been so long since I heard that woof, dude. My bow stiff is definitely getting better. Ever since I teamed up with you, good things keep happening, dude. But we still got 2 more herbs to go, bruh. Hope you'll stick it out until we're done.
Aegea. Rough. How adorable. Toto.
Hello, Mellar. This is Sada. I detect that Koraidon has regained more of its original power. While you're riding upon it, it seems it can now jump higher if you press and hold the B button.
How to jump high. If you press and hold the B button, Koraidon will now be able to jump higher than before. If you give the B button a quick press, it will perform a smaller jump instead.
Please continue to take good care of Koraidon.
Huzzah! Right, so let's test this new thing out. Oh, I see. Isn't that nice? Wow. Now, where do we go now? Whee! Maybe we should go have a look at some trainers. And I don't mean the kind that you put on your feet. Mind you, how the bloody hell do we get out of here? Hey, wait, isn't that the same type of Pokemon that we just defeated a really large version of? Maybe we should just fast travel, actually. Hey, look. So where do we go now, then? I wonder. We go to the water one. So we need to put all of our fire things away. I'm sure the game does that on purpose. Alright. Let's go. That's where we need to go next. Wait, where was it? This is the one. The water gym badge. Right, well, let's at least we'll fast travel there and we'll decide what we're gonna do. And I definitely want to put some of these fire Pokemon away. I'm probably going to be too slow for you to see, but that little thing underneath me, I don't know if it's supposed to move smoothly, but it's literally just like moving at like 1 frame every 5 seconds. I can never really tell with this game whether it's supposed to look janky or whether it just is janky. Because sometimes they do, you know, sometimes people do put like janky things in games on purpose, right? I don't know. Right, so if we're going for water, I mean, we're already fairly well equipped for water because we went for the grass starter and we've got this leafy on as well. So I think I want to get rid of the fire types. So water, if it's water as well, we'll definitely get Jolteon in. I feel like I should probably put Smokey aside as well. I'm not sure what I'll bring out instead. I mean, we've got Voltorb, level 20 though. I'm a little bit tempted. We got. It's Kofu Squire could be because it's just purely because it's level 35. Or even the Sneasel actually. Like it's not super effective, but I don't think it's weak either. Oh, hold on. We've got a level 45 Lilligant. I think maybe we'll use that instead. I think these are Pokemon that we've picked up from raids. Some of these are. I think that's what we'll probably do. And then we're really stacked against water types now. I think we'll be all right. I don't know. Does that count as cheating? Do you think? What do you think, Sarge? The fact that like the Pokemon's a higher level because I picked it up in a raid that I was only able to beat because I was with someone else, basically, that was a higher level than me. I mean, I have to admit, I have kind of got to the point with this game where I'm not entirely sure I care, but I'd still be interested to hear what you say. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. So, this should be... I mean, it's very water themed, isn't it? Apart from the sand in the air. I mean, how pretty is this? Do you actually have to go up here? I think we do. Sorry, I'll focus on rehearsal. I was saying that, so I've just picked up some Pokemon. Because what we're about to do is a water gym. So, actually, I picked up this Pokemon here. It's level 45. It's like a higher level than most of the other things that I've got because I caught it in a raid that I wouldn't have been able to do if I wasn't joined by higher level players, like, you know, stream friends. So I was like, I'm not sure if it's technically cheating or not. But then I was like, well, I'm not entirely sure I care at this point in the game. Vaulting Veluza. I'm late. Oh my lord, hello. Kofu, wait. You having fun? What's it matter, right? He got away. How am I supposed to return this to him now? Oh, random kid there. Can you help me? You're here as a gym challenger, right? Yeah. It's not really any more cheating than saying an unnecessary amount of time to grind up levels. Now you're starting to sound like Moon. I'm kidding. That's fair, thank you. Of course, I knew it. Of course you are. That big man just left his Kofu, leader of the... You know what voice we're going to give this guy, right? Right, Raw? The Cascarava Gym. He's a bit of a childlike side to him, and today he's run off to the market without his wallet. He'll be in trouble without it, and you're going to trust me with it. There's a reason we get along. That's where you come in, kind gym challenger. Could you please take his wallet to him? Yeah, sure. I promise I won't steal it or anything. You're too kind. I'd give you a gym badge right now if I could. Here's his wallet. I'm counting on you. You obtained Kofu's wallet. You put it in your key items pack. Kofu's wallet. A wallet that was left behind by Kofu, the gym leader at Casafara Gym. You ought to deliver it to him in the market in Porto Marinada. This can be your gym test here. If you do this for me, you pass. Kofu's headed towards Porto Marinada. It's on the other side of the desert to the west. Be careful though, there are many dangerous Pokemon in the desert. Okay. And now we've got his wallet. Let's just run away, yeah? Right, so where do we need to go? Not there. How much have we got? Well, I mean, it calls him childlike, so I'm guessing not very much. I love how it told me to press Y to see... Oh, is that him there? Right. All right, let's go then, shall we? Possibly enough for a Nando's. Raw, are you interested? I just played Pokemon Shining Pearl not that long ago, and I implemented the Pokemon Home options, which has access to literally all of the Pokemon I caught in the last 20 years. So I was able to bring some higher levels, and been a favourite of mine for a long time, and obliterated the game. So actually, because a few people have come in while I've been playing this, and have been sort of said, oh, why didn't you bring in stuff from your Arceus save? And I'm like, it feels a bit cheaty. But I'm far enough into the game and I've kind of like, I realise what the game's like now, that I don't mind a little bit of cheatiness. Cheating, probably. Do I care? No. I try not to cheat, but I'll get to a certain point with certain games, and I'm just like, no, I think I'm ready to cheat with this game now, and I'm very ready to cheat with this game now. Boop. Oh, yes. All right. So we're going to, we're all going to go to Nando's on this water gym asshole. I don't know his name. I don't really care. Hey, Oni, how you doing, man? I have been booped. Why you?
Aw. Why you boot me? Why you boot Sarge?
Hey, babe. I calculate a 99.99% probability that the stream will be improved by you spending your channel points. Remember to check them soon. I predict a 99.99% probability fee that you should fuck off. Exactly, Sarge. Thank you very much. The Ewu voice summoned. I did feel like maybe I deserved it, yeah. Doing pretty good. Finished up some running around. When you say you're running around, do you mean like errands, or do you mean you actually went for a run? That was exactly how I sounded in my head as I typed it out. I always aim to do that, and it always pleases me when I say something imagining a certain inflection when I'm, you know, the viewer, and the streamer just gets the inflection that I was going for. Oh, errands. So you've had a productive day. I was quite pleased today. Today's been the first day for absolutely ages that I've managed to do pretty much literally naff all. And that makes me rather happy. If I'm honest, I'm quite pleased with the fact that I've managed to do almost entirely nothing today. It's been a good day. I feel like I deserved it. Hey, oi, wanker, you dropped this. Can we get an exclamation mark smashing in chat, please? Smashing. Voting for loser. Where in the world? Smashing, there we go. Hey, long time no talk. You, Mrs. Fullbusters, nice to see you. What the hell is with those eyebrows? You mean that eyebrow? That is an eyebrow with eyebrows. That is what that is. How you doing, Mrs. Fullbusters? So actually, I lurked your stream. Was it yesterday? I was going to say hi, and then I had to leave my computer completely. So I was like, right, I'll leave her alone. I'm going to what I need to do. I'm doing well. Yeah, no, I'm not doing too badly. Thank you. I was just saying how lovely it's been today just to do nothing. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm also on lates, which I don't know. From where I'm sitting now on the Monday, lates feel like the chill, just kind of the more chill shift. Even though really, I suppose actually they're not. But no, I'm in a good mood. I was playing something. Yeah, it was yesterday. But I'm here for a little bit. That's not good enough, Commander Sergeant. That's fine. I'm kidding. How many moustaches should we put on this character? He's actually not got a moustache, slightly surprisingly. Although maybe we could copy this and move it down there, so that then he's got two of whatever that is. Where in the world? Where in the world? Where in the world is my wallet? Without my wallet, I won't be able to get today's hot item. It'll be brought up by someone else. Yes, and what's about to happen, Kofu, is a complete stranger is about to give you your wallet. And you're not going to be suspicious at all. Good thing I already got, I'd already long done the main story when you popped in.
A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Updating! How's it going, man? It's nice to see you. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? I'm telling everyone that comes in how happy I am that I've done almost entirely fuck all today. It's been a great day. I don't remember. I only actually watched for about 5 minutes, and I was one of those where I was like, I'll watch. I was doing something on a computer. I was like, I'll speak in a minute once I've done this thing, and then I was like, oh, I've got to go down. I've got to go out or whatever, and I left my computer on, and actually left the computer. So I don't know. Is that what is a lurk, right? What is considered a lurk, right? Is a lurk when you have the stream up but aren't actually necessarily paying any attention to it and are doing something completely different? Or does it only count as a lurk if you're watching but not talking? I wonder. Doing good. Good. What you've been up to this weekend? I went to my town's Culty festival yesterday with my dad and T. And today, like I've been telling everyone, I've done nothing. Nothing! Sniffle, is he crying? What I say is that the Back to Tank guy turned out to be pretty interesting and super gorgeous. And people's speculations about him from High Republic era were right. Back to Tank guy. You lost me there. Don't worry, old man Kofu. I'll run and look for it right now. Oh, no, hold on. He's got the wrong voice. The guy in the Back to Tank in the trailer. I never watched the trailer. He's more like, yeah, bruv, do you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't know. My mate went, what do you want, mate? Old man Kofu. He's in the middle of something super duper important. Ingredient buying. If you're thinking about interrupting him, then I, as a beatrice, will have to stop you, mate. So, do you have something super important to say to the busy folks or what? This is super important. Super important. We'll see about that. Maybe a battle will shut your mouth. Wow, this guy's an asshole. Jesus. Fair enough. I will buy it when it's cheaper. I think it is actually on sale at the moment, but it's like, it's still too expensive, dude. Jim Cheetah Hugo. Especially as like, I kind of want to stream Tears of the Kingdom at some point as well. Kick his butt. Hell yeah.
Rawr!
Rawr. So what you been playing recently then, Fullbuster, apart from Survivor? Actually, since finishing Tears of the Kingdom, I've stopped playing video games a little bit. I did also finish the remaster of the remaster of Skyward Sword. T was watching me play that. I finished that, so I've been trying to focus on Disney Plus. I'm about 4 episodes into the 3rd season of Mandalorian. I'm quite liking it so far. Some Hogwarts, mostly SWTOR and WoW. I've been playing a little bit of Star Wars Old Republic with Bray. Clauncher. Right, let's. I'm gonna put out spaghetti. What up, losers? Sup, Pointy Cookie? You alright, gorgeous? What are you up to? What you been up to this weekend? Got back into ESO with a group of friends as well. Elder Scrolls Online. I've literally never played it. I have heard good things about it though. I'm actually shit when it comes to MMOs. I've only played World of Warcraft and only super recently Star Wars Old Republic. Beta tested. It's kind of Oh, what? Elder Scrolls Online. Shucks, let an old man down. No, you've just been an asshole, basically. My God, that backfired. Now there's my wallet empty too.
Hey, stop right there and smashing and tell me what's the ruckus about here over here. It's not very smashing.
Old man Kofu, mate. Seems this kid's got something to say to you. If we're doing some raids later, actually hop on this time. Yeah, I probably will actually. I'm gonna do the water gym challenge and then we'll do some raids.
Now what? Our customer here, little old walletless, moneyless me. What can I do for you? Smashing.
I've got your wallet, you dickhead. You return Kofu's wallet to him.
Vaulting Veluza, my wallet.
I actually have finished writing. What I normally do, because you know that I review a game when the credits go up, but I normally actually write it when I'm about halfway through the game, and I wrote my review for this. And then obviously, if anything happens in game to change my mind between writing the review and at the end of the game, then I'll change it. I wrote my review for this.
Amogus.
Wow. I read my reviews for this the other day. And yeah, well, we'll see.
My lobby staff has sent you out here to bring it to me. That's smashing. What a huge help. Thanks for coming all this way. And thanks for not stealing my money. That's what I would have done in your position. I guess I should apologize for my little apprentice too. I hope he didn't bother you too much. I know he's an asshole, but help is hard to get these days. There's something about here at the Porta Marinda auction that we really want to get our hands on. So as you can imagine, we're both a bit worked up to find I'd forgotten my wallet. Not smashing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss this. Here comes today's last item.
Smashing.
Feast your eyes on the main event. I have here the legendary Wakami seaweed of the Hoenn region. Do I have any takers?
Vaulting Veluza.
It seems I'd assumed you'd seen the Survivor trailer when you hadn't. Easy assumption to make for a popular video game. Yeah, it's fair. I generally avoid trailers. I was saying this actually before Tears of the Kingdom came out, because I didn't watch any of the trailers for Tears of the Kingdom. Because like if there's any possibility I might be excited for a game, I don't want to get overexcited, because every time I get excited about a game, it always ends up being shit. So talking about a game being shit and then the Halo thing plays? Coincidence?
I think not.
Yeah, so I avoid trailers, because to be honest with you, if the trailer looks good, the game's always shit. It's the same with movies, to be honest. So I don't watch trailers. Fair enough.
Rude.
I can say a Survivor trailer didn't really spoil anything. It's not the fact that it spoils the story, although a lot of movie trailers do. It's the fact that it just means, like, if I get excited from a trailer, it means whatever it is will be shit. And I'm so glad that I didn't watch any trailers for Tears of the Kingdom, because that game is so good. Oh my god. Psychonauts is insane. I've been playing Psychonauts 2 on my Friday streams, and Updating liked it so much he bought it himself. I'm really happy about that. He doesn't have an esophagus. He doesn't appear to have much of a neck at all, if I'm honest. Just be prepared for any potential performance issues once you got it. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's a phenomenal game for sure. I just like... When I first started playing it, I was really disappointed how similar to Breath of the Wild it was, because I was like, I really hope that they go back to the old formula. But then as I got more and more into it, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't care that it's like it's so much like Breath of the Wild. It's amazing. They could be fixed by the time you get Survivor. It's probably going to be in quite a long time. I'm going to wait until it's super cheap. Well, not like super duper cheap, but significantly cheaper than it is at the moment. And if it never gets cheap, well, then I guess I'm never going to play it.
Vaulting Veluza. How smashing. I don't even have to touch it. I can see it's got the springy texture of seaweed chock full of nutrients. Just look at it. Look how it catches the light and shines so brilliantly.
Are we still talking about the seaweed?
Oh my.
That rich, fresh aroma of something plucked straight out of the ocean. I need to get me some of that. It's smashing.
I can't remember. Have you played Tears of the Kingdom, Mrs. Fullbuster yet? I feel like you've streamed it, but I don't know. Or maybe did I dream that? You bought 1 and 2. I'll definitely play 1 first. Not me. Oh, interesting. So have you played it at all yet? Definitely play 1 first. I actually said in my I said in my review of Psychonauts 1, which is available on my YouTube, by the way. Ding. Hold on. Which is available on my YouTube, by the way. How funny it was, because this was back before Psychonauts 2 had even been announced. So I said, because it literally, like, it ends on a cliffhanger. And I said how funny it was that it never happened, like that the game that never got its sequel, but now it has. I was really too into Zelda. Well, what can I say? You're definitely missing out, but each to their own.
If you want to challenge me at Kaskavar Far Gym, you're gonna need some smarts. What I'm trying to say is, you look like a dumbass. And this is the perfect place to test you. Get the winning bid on that seaweed for this old man.
Oh no, I'll give it my best shot.
You already know the ins and outs of auction at such a young age.
I'm 30 something. Fuck you.
You're something else, kid. Here you are. Collecting funds for the auction. Be smart with it and win this old man a seaweed.
I only played a bit of Twilight Princess and Hyrule Warriors. Well, Hyrule Warriors isn't really a Zelda game, but fair enough. It's more of a what's it bloody called? It's more of a Dynasty Warriors game with a Zelda skin. Owen's legendary Wakami seaweed. We'll start the bidding at 10,000 blairs. I'm not bidding yet. You think I'm mad? And we have 25,000. We're at 25,000. Do I hear more? And we have 25,000. We're at 25,000. Do I hear more? I now have to. The game is literally holding my hand. I hear a bid for 30,000. Do I hear more? We're currently at 30,000 units. And we have 40,000. We're at 40,000. Do I hear more? I hear a bid for 45,000. Do I hear more? Sold for 45,000 for the little ginger kid over there.
This is my story.
Fuck off, Tidus, you melt. It's not your story. It's Yuna's story. It's Auron's story. Right. Bear with me here, right? If you've played Final Fantasy X before, go back and play it, right? But view it as Auron being the main character, right? Knowing all of the plot twists that happen. And it's honestly, it's even better. It's so good. It's a different experience, and it's a good experience. Try it. Thank me.
That was amazing. Absolutely smashing. You put those grown-up bidders to shame with your bidding skills. Thank you for winning that.
Smashing.
Absolutely smashing. Thank you for winning that seaweed for this old man. I'll be taking it now if you don't mind.
You handed the legendary Wakami seaweed to Kofu. In regards to Survivor, I personally have had little to no performance issues. I've been playing it on performance mode on PS5. Leroy
Jenkins.
Hello, Insta. How's it going? God, those were the days. Back in the days of Upper Blackrock Spire, when it was 15 man, and I was one of the only people on my server that actually had the key. I made so much gold out of that. It bought me my epic mount. I was a warlock. Gonna try some recording. I have to meet you here. It's not good enough, I'm afraid. So, no, seriously, enjoy your recording. What good times, Insta. I remember those days. Back when raiding was 40 man. And it was just chaos. It was just chaos. Anyway, we've handed the seaweed.
Smashing. This seaweed's a great catch. It'll be feeling low as the seabed if I'd fail to get my hands on it.
I mean, I could just not, and there won't be any new music. Or, right, this is a really good, radical idea. You could hang out, wait till I finish, and then do the recording. Chaos indeed, but at least you had a chicken. It's true. At least Leroy had a chicken. I was actually, for any regulars here, I quite regularly do this, right? If you were a fan of World of Warcraft back in those days, you might understand this reference because I keep doing it, right? Arcanite Reaper! Ho! I say that almost every single stream and nobody knows what it is. I've been watching American Horror Story recently. It's a TV, it's a drama, isn't it, that? Mama had a chicken, Mama had a cow, Dad was proud he didn't care how. You guys are crazy. I love you guys.
If there's any of that money I have left, feel free to keep it as a tip. You can use it how you like. You can even spend it on that cocaine you mentioned earlier. Righty, I'm gonna head back to gym now. And man, Kofu's gonna prepare a real battle for you. See what I did there?
Yes, you're hilarious. Isn't Kofu the name of the Egyptian pharaoh who the Great Pyramid is? Who's in the Great Pyramid? Isn't that? Was that Khufu? I don't remember. And not see my in-laws. Your idea has merit. There you go. Told you. But I'm afraid I won't make Kyo very happy. Well, hold on. Yes, we passed. Good. Sarge.
Do it. Do it.
Horror Authority show. Different self-contained story every season. Each season focus on different horror subgenres. Awesome. That sounds like fun. What subgenre is the first season? I bet you it's vampires. Right, so I've lost the plot. I've lost the thread. Where do we need to go now? We need to go back here. Can we just fast travel there though? Haunted house subgenre. Oh, cool. So what I want to know, I'm still probably going to get there too bloody slowly. That thing at the bottom there, I was too slow. Never mind. Asylum. Oh, like a mental asylum. That's cool. Because that is like, there is something really creepy about like an abandoned asylum, isn't there? I mean, there's a reason it's a trope. It's a very weird season though. I can get behind weird. Weird isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, have you met me? Wallet back to him. You should bought a bunch of Hyper Mystica stuff. Oh, probably. Oh, wow. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's only money, right? We're going to be doing some raids after this gym challenge, by the way. So if you want to join for that, anyone can join. Each season has its own subtitle. Murder House is season 1, Asylum is season 2. I see, that's right. I've never actually watched it. I recently... Oh, God. I don't want to talk to this guy. It's such a hassle. I'm pretty proud of that. I recently resubscribed to Disney Plus, so I've been catching up on The Mandalorian season 3. I'm 4 episodes in, and I'm actually fairly impressed so far. Not as good as season 2 yet, but we'll see. Did you know about Arcanine Mystery Gift? No. Mine got nothing on Herba Mystica. Oh yeah. Did you mean what do you mean? Are you trying to tell me that Herba Mystica is something that you buy in 8s or grams? The code for the Arcanine is. Oh yeah. Oh, Randwolf, welcome to chat. You are Raw's other half, I believe. Randy! That's my boy toy. Wow, I've never heard that before. I haven't heard someone use that term for a long time. Boy toy. All right then. Wow. I'm only playing. I'm gonna. I'll probably. I'll redeem that later, or maybe now. I don't know. How you doing though, Randy? You all right, mate? American Horror Story is actually on Disney Plus. Oh, I might give that a go then. That's what I get called all the time. So is that your like that's Raw's term of endearment for you? What's yours for her? Dare I ask? I buy more in grams sometimes. Half kilos. Jesus Christ. I highly recommend it so far. Fair enough. I might give it a go. Yo, you're right. Waxed frog. What have you ever waxed a frog? He's sweetie, I'm honey. Oh, that's adorable. Trying to find a good game to play.
Say hello to my little friend!
Waxed Frog, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? My favourite hobby. Waxing frogs. Do they enjoy that? One of the actors, the same in the late season as Survivor. Ah, I see. I might give it a go. Because I actually have to admit that I resubscribed to Disney Plus and realised that there wasn't as much to catch up on as I thought. I really want to watch the third Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, but it's still not on Disney Plus. So, how do you wax a frog? Holy Fern, you're super talented, actually super gorgeous. I mean, it's not as gorgeous as Bray though, is he? Well, now, Mellar. You appear to be progressing well on your gym circuit, Potter. Oh God, who the fuck is this? I need a voice. What is this now? Oh, this is gonna be my voice. Is this the kid I've been hearing so much about? Hold on. I'm gonna do like the. Oh my God! Chat. Is this the kid I've been hearing so much about? Kiddo, I heard you're like way too good at battling, yeah? Well, he's basically Lucius Malfoy. Not that good. And Jedi Survivor was the first thing I saw Cody in. I loved it so much that I had to go back through all of his older stuff. Ah, that's cute. I mean, I'm with you, Inkster. You can't fool me that easily. Oh my... I can't... Can you... Clip that. No need to play humble. You're here. It's a lady. Oh, all right then. I'm going to keep the voice, though. I might use my voice channel. This young lady would be Rika. That's me! Rika here at your service! You get some melted wax and brush the frog on and peel it off. I'm playing my Shield Nuzlocke right now. Hi, playing my Shield Nuzlocke right now. I'm Dad! And you're welcome. Hey, yeah, I definitely chose the right voice. I know I'm pretty, but no need to get intimidated or anything. Just subscribe. Making peace, no, you're right, Shroomy. She is a little farcical, shall we say? But like myself, she is a member of the Elite Four. What? I wasn't trying to be funny. Clip that though, chat. Anyway, Your dad? I'm son. Hi, dad. Hi, son. Tell you something, kiddo. You look really fun. Like, interesting at a glance anyway. Oh, God, don't clip that. Naturally, he is one of our academy's esteemed students. Yeah, that checks out. But the battles you'll face at these gyms really ratchet up the further you go.
Indeed, your average trainer abandons the challenge at roughly this very point.
But not you! Right, kiddo! See, when you hit the champions assessment, you show these gyms what you've got.
Best fortunes to you.
Want to hear my team for the Mellars? Look, why the hell not Waxed Frog? If it doesn't include a Waxed Frog, though, I'm going to be very disappointed. Tedo. Looks like Absol. Oh, no, Absol looks way cooler. Kith of Cody. Yeah, sure. Do you want to send it on... if you send it on Discord, I'll share it with the stream. Wait, why did I leave? I'm such a sheep. I literally left because they left. That's really bad, isn't it? I literally, I went in here to do something. I want to...
Mellar, I heard you reunited Kofu with his wallet. I can't thank you enough. Though this is a little irregular, please consider your gym test passed. Are you ready to challenge gym leader Kofu, the surging chef?
Why, yes.
Very well. Allow me to show you to the battle court.
I'm going to get a Politoed later on. As long as it's nicely waxed, we're good. Jeeta's hair is a Pokemon. I can't remember who Jeeta is. Jeeta's one of the... Oh, wait, wasn't Jeeta the actual streamer? With the Magnemites in her hair. No! You! I would be honored if you would try a new item from my restaurant's menu as well.
Absolutely smashing. Sorry, everybody. I've got some quick business to take care of as gym leader, real quick-like. I'm keeping someone waiting, you see. Please forgive me. I need to do this first.
This is a black-haired woman in the black suit. Oh, yeah. I said that because we were talking about Final Fantasy X earlier. She looks like, with her hair, remind me a little bit of Unalesca. I feel like when you start fighting her, her hair should, go up sort of Final Fantasy style, like in the wind. DM sent. All right, let's have a quick, just before we start. Yeah, I think that Sarge looks a bit like him in the GIF. So there's one for you, Mrs. Fullbuster. Cody's gorgeous. Well, Commander Sergeant is more gorgeous, though.
Step right up, smashing. I've been waiting for you. Thanks for the help over in Porto Marinada, whatever. You did a mighty smashing job. And now that I've got the legendary seaweed, I can make some real quality dishes with it. But don't expect me to go easy on you in the battle. This will be smashing.
Smashing.
At the auction, we battle with buying and selling. At my gym, we battle in a more traditional sense. Moves and tactics ever-changing as the raging sea. I must serve you a full course of water-type Pokemon and don't try to eat them, though.
Maybe I want to. You are challenged by Gym Leader Kofu. He sent out Veluza. Go raw!
Smashing. I feel a little bit indebted to you, but don't expect me to go easy on you just because of that.
Smashing.
I was playing Survivor between Cal and Cody's character Dagon. I swear it's permanent fat girl mode. ESPN, I know, right? That was almost... Oh, I'm only level 22. That is literally raw. Right, Velusa's dead. Long live the king. Dagon. 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 You got this. Thank you. Oh, he wants to learn double kick. Oh, let's have a look, shall we? I don't think we want to learn double kick. Power 30. Hits twice, though. Nah. How you doing, anime viewer? What's your favourite? Anime, obviously. A Wug Trio. Yeah, we're going to switch. I'm going to switch to... I don't know. I'm going to assume it's a water type and send out Mirage, I think. Hello. Cal. Dagon. Pretty good. Favorite anime, you ask? The Promised Neverland. Is that something... Oh my god, what in seven hells is that? That's it. Oh, here you go. A critical hit. Damn. Is it anything to do with... You say Neverland, right? It's something to do with Peter Pan, right? Right, that should mean that I go first, right? Even though my speed just fell. So I'm going to spark again. Signaling to form. Well, it looks very lewd. Although it doesn't look quite as lewd as the Titan that we fought at the beginning of the game. Oh, Mirage is dead. What a shame. Human farm to feed demons. Amazing. Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, that sounds interesting. Right, I'm gonna school him on his last one. Oh, Blazing wants to lose takedown. Blazing, you about? Do you want takedown? Takedown's one that hurts you. Yeah, damages the user. But it's got 90 power. That's a standard one. I think we're gonna learn it. First Isle of Armor encounter is a Jigglypuff named him Squash. Mr. Squash. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Crabominable. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna school this this motherfucker. Well, seriously, so I found Cal Dagon pretty interesting, and of course he's gonna be gorgeous. It's not as gorgeous as Sarge though.
The time ebbs and flows. Time for a raging torrent. Blah blah blah.
Crabominable. Oh, it's not an ice type, is it? Alright, well, I'm going to Trustalize anyway. If this is an ice type, then this could go really badly. Doing a movie night, by the way, this Tuesday. So whatever time it is where you are, in about an hour...
Prepare for rigging the big transformation.
Whatever. He's going to Trustalize, isn't he? We're going to be watching The Emperor's New Groove. It's the first time I've ever seen it. So watching that 10:30. UK time on Tuesday instead of streaming, because I'm on late this week at work. Bye! I told you I was going to... Yeah, so join the Discord if you want to watch Emperor's New Groove. We do roughly once a month-ish, not very often. We do movie nights.
Voting Veluza, absolutely smashing. You're a lively one, aren't you? A little too lively, if I do say so myself.
Sorry. It's fine. You changed the DP. Yeah, Mo came in on the Tuesday stream and gave me some art, and I've brought it in. It's good. I love it. It's a 21 and an M at the same time, which I think is absolutely genius. Game makes throwing terror orbs and Pokeballs look so high effort. I just potato cannon them instead? I literally, like, at least if you're not gonna catch the Pokemon, you can knock it out, right?
A loss as refreshing as the air in the morning market. Absolutely smashing. I'm just like a helpless little Magikarp to you, eh? Flobbit go around all willy-nilly.
How you doing? No more bueno. You gorgeous, man.
You got me good, I tell you. Absolutely smashing. What a great catch you are. Just like a master fisher, you held on tight till the last second and reeled in victory. Now it's time to hand over the gym badge. And let's get a real good photo together using a pose I've been wanting to try out for a while now.
What the fuck? I'm so scared.
With 4 gym badges in your possession, Pokemon of up to level 40 will be easier to catch and will listen to you when you ask them to do things. Which is, say it with me, smashing. Let me throw this in too as an extra special bonus. I'm sure you can make good use of it.
Chilling water. We're just chilling right now, aren't we? You and me.
It's about time I headed on back to the restaurant and got prepping for the next wave.
I caught it.
Yeah! Hype! You come back to see me again now, you hear?
What if I refuse? I refuse to ever speak to you again. Oh, that was fun. Oh, please, not Nimona. Please. Anyone but Nimona.
Oh, Melda! Holla! Caught you just as you finished up in here, yeah? Nice work! That puts your 4 badges in now, right? Man, that's awesome! I can't believe you're halfway through your gym challenge already. Your efforts are bearing so much fruit.
Why is she obsessed with fruit? Mrs. Squash. Like, that's a fruit as well. Why is she so obsessed with fruit? I swear she's trying to juice me or something.
Oh my.
It makes me want to just challenge you to a battle right here and now. I'll ravage you. But I'm going to have to wait until we're somewhere more private. I mean, because I put together my team of Pokemon specifically to take on this gym leader. Damn it. When I battle you, I want to do it under the best possible conditions. Which means this time, I've got to ask for a rain check.
You don't need to ask for a rain check. I don't even want to speak to you. Never mind battle you. Why don't you just fuck off? Oh my god. I hate this character. She's more obsessed with the player than the fruit. I think it's roughly equal, honestly. You should have ran away at the start of the game before Nimona looked at you. Could have avoided this whole stalker situation. See, that's the thing. I mean, you know what they say, hindsight's 20/20 and stuff. That's the problem.
Sorry, Melda. Forgive me. Forgive me.
And she was never heard of or seen of ever again. I wish. God, I hate Nimona. Right, we're gonna do some some raids now. So if anyone
100,000 points could bring Yuri back from death.
if you've got 100,000 please, if you've got 100,000 points. Poor Yuri was killed by Monica. We need to bring her back. Right, anyway, I'm in the wrong menu. Let's change our back to our sort of standard team. Oh, that'll do for now. We actually had hindsight with 2020. Yeah, and who could have seen what happened in 2020? Like, foreseen that happening? Honestly. Nimona is actually really powerful. She wasn't going trying fully. I'm not. What's the word? I'm not doubting her power. Merely how annoying she is. Right. Anyway, where should we go? Where should we go for, I want to go somewhere and get... Should we go out here? No, we should go out somewhere around here. Oh, I need to connect, don't I, to the internet. One thing I do think about this game, and I said the same thing in my review of Arceus. If you want to see that, by the way, it's on my YouTube. I've got a whole... Oh, it didn't like that. Hold on. I wish I could type. I've got a whole playlist of reviews on there. Nimona in a nutshell. I'm actually going to watch this. Let's watch this while we're waiting for, although that will, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Sorry, it didn't like that. It doesn't like it when non-regulars post links, but it's okay. You're not timed out or anything. It's just deleted the message, but I can still see it. So I've got the link up here. Right, we want to go off, I think, in this direction. He says, I don't know. We'll jump down here. Whoa! I've got quite a lot of reviews up there now. I've got Pokemon Shield. I've got... Really? I've got Pokemon Arceus. Breath of the Wild. I'm working on a Tears of the Kingdom one. Psychonauts 1's on there. Darksiders 1 and 2 are some of the early ones. What else have I got on there? Skyrim. Just pretty much all the games that I've streamed, to be honest. I did Ocarina of Time, but I don't think much of my Ocarina of Time review, because there's not really much to say about Ocarina of Time that hasn't been said a million times already, so I kept that one super short. Ready my bug types at level 16, what's at level 17. Nice. At the moment, I'm looking for a raid. What an angry looking birdie. Just a funny video. Yeah, well, we'll probably watch it at some point. I really want to... Why is it when I'm actually looking for a raid, I can't find them? Can I travel faster? Oh, we can travel faster. There's one. Alright, here we go then. Alright, let's do this. So, for anyone who is about, who wants to raid with me, well, let's do it. I think Pointy Cookie said that they wanted to. I don't know if Blazing, if you're around. On my Friday streams, which are significantly longer, 6 hours, I'm currently doing Psychonauts 2. And yeah, this Tuesday I'm doing a Discord movie night instead. I'm getting my booty on to raid. Hell yeah. It wasn't on purpose. Ah, It's that ESPN thing. Right, here we go. It's sticking its tongue out at us. Randy, we're gonna have to do something about this. I'm getting my Sarge on. I'll catch a Sheldon, why the hell not? Ross.
Raw smash.
All right, lovely. I don't know where I can find like a higher level one, or whether it's random or whatever. But let's go find it. Oh, Bray! Did you have to? That's disgusting. Shelder. It's encased in a shell that is harder than diamond. Inside, however, it is surprisingly tender.
Execute Order 66.
Oh no, what are we gonna kill?
All the Jedi.
You're gonna fight Big Grass Man. Oh wait, which one are you playing? You said Sword and Shield. That's fair. So I called the Shelder Randy. There we go. Right, let's go find another one. You say you can see them on your map? You can, can't you? Ooh, that's a bingo. That is a fucked up movie. Shield, yeah. Is there a Bray yet? Well, like a Bray Loom, you mean? Do I have a shiny gimmickle? Yeah, man. I'll trade it for Randy. How about that? Maybe at the end of the show. A Pokemon named Bray. Oh, we don't have one called Bray yet. No. We definitely need one. I've been trying to save it for like an epic Pokemon, but leaves. I don't think we do anyway. Maybe we do. Isn't there one more thinking after the race? Yeah, after the show. Hold on. I obviously went completely the wrong way, but there is one over here. Right. Holy shit, I'm underleveled. I underleveled! I'm Dad. Boy, let's do this.
Execute Order 66. Do it.
Inconceivable!
Baby, can't you see I'm falling? A guy like you should wear a warning. Alright, let's do this again. Link code is on the screen. Juliet 8, Juliet 3, X-Ray Yankee. Let's go!
Let's do this!
Do it.
All seriously though, having to play Cal through that moment. But, yeah. When you're with his Jedi Master, it's really cool. I have a feeling that we're about to fight a Steel type, so I'm going to change to the only Fire type that I've remembered to keep in my party. Hold on, no. I can go straight into my bags, can't I? Wait, where's Blazing? Seriously, where the fuck is Blazing gone? Where's Blazing gone? Why don't I see blazing anymore? That's really weird. It's like it's just disappeared off the face of the earth, but I don't know why. Oh well, I'll take Big Roar with me instead. Alright, let's go. We're full. I love that they used the actual music from Resonance as if. I love that. Yeah, they used movie music quite a few times in that game. Maybe like Beetlejuice. How Gerald, don't fail me now. Level 1 Hooper versus 1-star raid. Yeet. I mean, it's probably going to die in one, let's face it. It will die before I get a turn. I pretty much guarantee it. Why did Blazing go? That's so weird. Twitch derped on me. No worries, mate. It's so annoying when that happens, though, isn't it? I swear they do that so that you have to sit through another ad. It's the Mimic one, isn't it? Oh, hey, look, it's Greninja. How cool is that? Greninja was my starter in, was it X and Y? I wish I could find some higher level ones. One HP I'm switching, I don't care. I pretty much never do that. I normally just let them die at that point. I don't need this gimmiggle. Got loads of shiny ones. If you need higher stars, we can give you guys to join the raids. Here you go on, Em. This Pokemon was born inside a treasure chest about 1500 years ago. It sucks the life force out of scoundrels who try to steal the treasure. Yes. I'm gonna call it Maxi. This is fun. Alright, I'll use your code. Why not? You'll have to share, like when we actually start the raid though, you'll have to share the code of the raid in Twitch chat so other people can join. Oh god, I wouldn't even want to like think about it. Some fucked up things happens in okay, it's right. Okay, cool. Cheers. In Star Wars in general. There's a Poke Portal, don't I? Union Circle, I think, isn't it? Yes, you told me that every time, I know. Hold on. 3. Did I put that in wrong? Oh my god. Cowgirl Casanova. What a name. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's what you were doing before, right? So I go to Terror Raid Battle. I see. Yeah, absolutely. Through already awful stuff. 3-star raid, he'll be 66th. Alright. So I need to do it again. It was 0, 0, 3, Bravo, 8 Tango. this should work this time. Yo! Alright, so you guys should be able to join us as well, I think, if you've got the code. There we go. We've got Inkster here as well. Oh, it's another one of the same thing. Okay, I'm going to change... I'm going to change to... What type is it? Ghost and Dark. What's good against Ghost and Dark? Psychic. I don't really have any Psychic. I actually genuinely don't have any Psychic. You look cool, so I figured why not drop in for a bit. Plus, you're British. British people are awesome. Not all of us. How you doing though, Calco? It's nice to see you. Stupid caught up on its own. Fighting. I haven't got any fighting either, I don't think. I think I might have something... I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, because it's going to die in one. I'll just take... I'll just take Raw with me. Ah! Oh, fuck. I was too slow. Bollocks. What a twat. Some British people suck. Wait, where am I now? Where's it put me? What's going on? Oh, the game has wicked out, man. Oh, okay. Okay, it started the fight. It's nice to see you too. Twitch is actually has some awesome sense. I do like Twitch overall. Like, it's such a lovely place to hang out with people. Right. That was really weird. Right, let's C-bomb it. I mean, it's going to die in one anyway. Oh my god. We made it. Oh my god, that was so funny. So where are you watching from, Cowgirl? I'm not going to catch it again. We've already got one of these. That was awesome. Oh my days. Are you in Britain as well, Wax Frog? Are there lots of frogs to wax in the UK? I've never really noticed. Just across the pond from where you are. Across the pond now, it depends which pond you mean, because you could mean that you're in France and the pond that you mean is the English Channel, or you might mean that you're somewhere like Florida, on the east coast of the USA. I got one. Go on, let's do it. All right. I know what I'm doing this time. So New York. That's awesome. Never been. The only part of the USA I've actually ever been to is Florida. I've been there twice. It is nice, but it's one of those kind of places where I really enjoyed going there. But I wouldn't want to live there. Right, let's put this link code in. 0. Pretty sure I fall under a category of British people that don't suck. Definitely. I'm a Kentucky girl. Nice. Oh, no, I don't want to abandon the raid. No. I want to change my Pokemon now. I want a fire type because this is a steel type. I still don't know where Blazing's gone. I really don't know what's going on with him, but I'm going to bring Big Roar out. Has the accent. We hate tourists. That is fair. I mean, it's like that in London, though, to be honest. Like, everyone's kind of got where they want to go. And so help you if you get in their way, kind of thing. Blazing is in your party already. I didn't see it. Maybe I'm going mad. No, not Blazing. Oh, not Blazing the pig. Blazing the fire type. I think I've got more than one called Blazing. Gonna get one shot either way. Yeah, but I mean, I've got to at least look like I'm trying. He's well down at the bottom. No, not the pig. There's a fire type. I'm pretty sure I called Blazing. I didn't choose anything. The UI just disappeared from me. Wild area encounters are nice. We're just sort of staring at each other. fucking love you already, dude. Oh, that's very nice of you to say. I appreciate you. I'm gonna catch this. This is a lot of fun. I love streaming, man. I really do. It's the most rewarding hobby. Just get to meet so many lovely people in the world. I think I've always been a little bit predisposed to meeting random people in the wild. My wife is from China. We met on Skype. 100% true. You can see the Terratype at the top right of the raid before it starts. There's an icon for it. I keep forgetting about it, but also I don't know what most of them mean. I mean, that one's clearly fire, but quite a few of them, I look at them and I'm like, I don't know what that means. So I'm just kind of winging it, to be honest. I'm kind of trying to do the who's that Pokemon kind of thing. But like I was saying in a previous stream, like I very much play Pokemon by feel, not by skill, like at all. I just kind of go with the flow and do what feels like the right thing. And sometimes I end up just putting a Pokemon forward that's completely the wrong type. Bronzor. Ancient people believed that the pattern on Bronzor's back contained a mysterious power. Would you like to give Bronzor a nickname? Why, yes, I would. I would absolutely love to give Bronzor a nickname. Ing! I now have a Pokemon called Ing. I'm loving it. Sounds like me playing Fallen Order and Survivor. Absolutely. I was surprised that I got through Fallen Order, to be honest, because I'm not only super bad at games in general, but also I've never really been one for the sort of soulsy combat, and I really thought I was going to struggle, and to be honest, I didn't. I played it on I think it's just Jedi Knight difficulty, which is like the normal difficulty, like not story mode, but the next one up from that. And I felt like I did all right, honestly. Steel type. Right, let's do it. I'll definitely put I'll put the same one in. The same fire type. Waxed Frog, which Pokemon would you like me to change the nickname of, and what would you like me to change it to? Let's have a 2 P T S 8 T. Name floats for Frog Waxer. Okay, I'll do that. Remind me as soon as this is finished. Wow, this one's a 4-star. So even if I use something super effective against it...
Execute Order 66.
Let's do it. I would imagine if I get a go on it against this, which I probably won't, I'll probably do like that much damage. I'm so in for this. I'm loving the kind of the Deep South music as well. So what kind of games do you like then, Cowgirl? What do you like to play? What do you like to watch? I mean, obviously Pokemon. Don't normally do this, but I really don't recommend you go Jedi Grandmaster on Survivor. Not even for the Redeem. The difficulty balance is pretty poor. Pretty much everything kills you in one hit. I know this because I watch Streamy play it on that difficulty. I mean, if it just kills me in one hit, I'm kind of okay with that just for the Redeem, because the kind of point of it is just to make me die several times for 5 minutes. Here's a level 100 Hoopla. Can afford to ignore the typing on Pokemon. Fair enough. This is a cool looking Pokemon, honestly, with the thing on its head. Seviper. Am I gonna get a go? Nope. Even some of the smaller things that shouldn't kill you in the game do one hit. It sounds really annoying, to be honest, but what I normally do on those games is I'll have like a set number of deaths. Like it was 100 when I did Skyrim, but it was 50 when I played Survivor. If I hit 50, I'll do a shot. It's set low enough that I don't end up doing more than like one in a stream normally. but high enough that it happens, you know, fairly regularly. And it can be, you know, you can increase it by basically just making it hard for me so I die loads of times. I do like the music in this game. I like the music in Arceus as well, but the way that the music just randomly like pops in and out is really weird. Doesn't seem to be much sort of cohesion to it. No, I'm a big Zelda fan. Zelda's my favourite. I was super happy when Tears of the Kingdom came out. I will stream that eventually as well, I would imagine. So Viper, it sharpens its sword-like tail on hard rocks and hides in tall grass and strikes unwary prey with its venomous fangs. This is Bray. As Bray came in and was like, how come you haven't changed it's called anything after me yet? There you go, Bray. I am Big Brain. Hi, Big Brain. I'm Dad. Well, I'm going to need to change the name of that. So I need to rename Floatzel Frog Wax. I'm not sure if it's going to fit, but let's give it a go. Wait, it's not in boxes, is it? Or is it? No, I need to go into the main menu here. I thought it was here. Oh, it's a button, isn't it? Oops. Oh. Hi, Dad. I'm Dad. Oh my God. Which button is it to people call me Daddy? which button is it to change the name? I don't actually remember. Make Pokemon auto heal. Go to check no, you're right. Check summary, and then there's a button. Yeah, change nickname. And we were going to call it Frog Waxer. Let's do it. What? Oops. McFloatzel face. Floaty McFloatzel face. There we go. Frog Waxer has joined the party. Should we do? We'll do one more raid, and then we'll call it a night. Nice. And we're definitely gonna raid as well. We're gonna do a Twitch raid afterwards as well. Let me actually make sure I'm pressing the right button. Ice. Lovely. Fire's good against ice as well, isn't it? So I'll probably end up putting Big Raw forward as well. Damn strings are all still letting out. I got no strings to pull me down, to make me something, to make me frown. Or something like that. Not much of a gamer myself, just mobile games. That's fair. I go for the streamer rather than the game they play. Because the way I see it, the stream has no value if the stream's personality isn't good. That is very fair. That is very fair. There are certain games I do tend to avoid. Mainly the Dark Souls games. And also Outlast. I really don't like Outlast. Although if I'd have known that Raw was streaming Outlast, because Raw like never streams, it did like one Outlast stream, I would have turned up to that, even though I hate Outlast. Oh, you had to abandon it. Let me try again. Timpo is my encounter names chat. What do you mean? I had to okay. I don't know what it's gonna do if I'm trying to communicate though. Timpole is my encounter. Oh, names. You want a name, right? Sorry, I was confused. Timpole. What about Tadstone? Tad. Stripperpole. I'm just thinking. Watch my lad to spot games I might like. Let me put this one in. VCW 0Q. Oh, mate, if you want to hear Sarge play No communication partner was found. Bit rude. Do you want to put your link to your YouTube in, Commander Sergeant? Because I can't do it on the fly. I'm just going to try that again. My own Jasmine 35, S35. I'm guessing that's I don't know much about guitars. No, doesn't work. And it came to me. Waxed frog. Pokemon isn't my jam though. That is fair. That is fair. No, I don't want to. I don't want to be disconnected.
Execute Order 66.
Wait, where's the nice clean one with the name of the band on it? I'm not sure what's going on. That didn't seem to work, I'm afraid, or... One more time. Okay, hold on. It's weird, isn't it? But basically, Sarge is in a band and kind of has been for a while, but they've sort of recently started back up again. This is the wrong one, isn't it? And I'm because their music's quite similar to the vibe that I like on the Friday streams. So he gave me permission to use their music, and right, let's do this one. 53 XD LP. Just uploaded the full portfolio to the YouTube. Cryptopia. It's my beginnings 2009, 2 years. That's the most recent. Nice. What is that? It's an ice type. Right. We'll put the fire one forward. I'll have to look for the missing Pokemon between streams. I really don't know where that's gone. Alright, let's go. But yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely evening. It's actually quite warm in here, but the weather's been a bit weird recently in the UK because like it was super hot last week. It's sort of clouded over and it's a little bit more temperate over the last couple of days, which did mean that the festival that I went to yesterday was actually quite nice. Be sure to force feed your Pokemon experience candies. Get in my belly! Tell me about it. We're not built for the heat, it's true. "10 degrees is hot." Yeah, basically. Anything over about 26 degrees Celsius, we'll start complaining. My UI just disappeared again. The cheat codes with the AC. Yeah, we don't have AC really. We have it in like offices and department stores and stuff, but houses generally don't. Sure, I guess. Yeah, it's putting up a fight, isn't it? Insulated buildings, no AC. Nightmare for that kind of heat, literally. You have to keep all the windows open, but then obviously all of the bugs come in. Yeah, I got an attack off. It's adorable as well. I want this. Honestly, I think Acoustic could stand to come out of the case sometime. It's been a while. It's been a while. There we go. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I've been playing a lot of Just Dance lately. Just Dance. That looks like quite a fun game, although it looks exhausting if I'm honest with you. I have actually played it once at a party I went to, a house party. We were all quite drunk though, I'm not sure it counts. This was a long time ago actually. Quite a few years ago now. I think it was a New Year's party. I want to say Electrike is my encounter. I'm naming it Mr. Barkface. Houndstone. spends most of its time sleeping in graveyards. Among all the dog Pokemon, this one is the most loyal to its master. It's adorable, look at it. It's got hair growing out of its eyes. I'm actually not going to... I'm not going to name this after a viewer. I'm going to name this after an Elvis Presley song. Isn't it? I'm finishing now, Sarge. But thanks for hanging out, my dude. Birthday for you. Oh, I meant to ask you, Full Bus, what are you doing for your birthday? I'm gonna say some thank yous and then raid someone. So definitely don't go anywhere. Thank you for streaming. No, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the raids as well. All right. You guys are amazing, and I love you all.
You're all breathtaking.
My name is Mellar. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.